What is up, wrestling fans? Welcome to episode number 222 of Smack Talk, presented by SmarkOutMoment.com. I am your host of the panel, Tony Mango, and it is a stacked show tonight because we've got everybody that can possibly pop up in the middle of the afternoon. We're all energized and shit, especially Sean Walker, since it's not too late for him today.
I don't know what you're on about. It's my nap time.
We've got Drew White.
Hey, Tony.
Mike Payton.
Fucking hell!
Steven Wago.
I thought I already went.
You kind of did. And Kaylin Ferris.
Here comes the shoe.
Out of context, it makes no sense.
That's what makes it funny.
So, our main event for this episode is going to be the mailbag questions for February that you guys all sent in. We've got the hot tags coming up in part 2, rest hold break in part 3, the fantasy league is at the end of the show. But before we get started, I'm going to fill everyone in on the latest advancement in Smark Out Moment in case you already haven't noticed it on the sidebar of the site or last week's rest hold or any of the other kind of things we throw out there. We now have a merchandise shop open on Redbubble where you can purchase t-shirts and an assortment of a bunch of other things like mugs and posters and even pillows. Oddly enough.
Whoa, wow.
Yeah, bizarre
I hope I get a
pillows.
pillow for Christmas.
Yeah, I got a pillow, you know.
If anyone wants to send a Drew Crew t-shirt or a Drew Crew pillow, be sure to do it.
Well, they all have graphics based off of the official Smark Out Moment logos and some inside jokes and some other parodies of pro wrestling stuff out there. For example, we've got 2 different versions of Big E's package. We got the FedEx and the UPS one.
If you want to come off like a total asshole in public.
Yeah, exactly. There's a Fuck That Guy Club shirt. There's Eat, Sleep, Repeat, Antisocial Outcast, Yeti Station 4, I Don't Get High, I Am High, and so much more.
You know what? I think I might have to rock one of the Fuck That Guy Club t-shirts.
That's my favorite one among there because it looks like the Bullet Club or Balor Club shirts.
That's the joke.
It's great. I know. That's the joke. Well, people listening to this wouldn't necessarily know unless they go to the Redbubble. So go to the Redbubble, damn it.
You got to go there. That's redbubble.com/people/smarkoutmoment is where you'll find all that other kind of stuff. And I'll be adding more designs in the future. If you have any suggestions or ideas you want to toss my way, go ahead, send them, and I'll see what I can do when it comes to that. But now that that's out of the way, let's get this party started. Do the first segment of the night, the wrestling trivia question of the week, otherwise known as the Ask Him. Last week's set of questions were about Fastlane. A question to the panel: what was the other alternative name that WWE almost chose instead of Fastlane, which was Fast Track? Not sure exactly what meeting went down there where we're like, well, we did testing and Fast Track's not as good as Fastlane or whatever. Who gives a shit? Pay-per-view still is weird anyway. Question to the audience, though: name the 4 pay-per-view events WWE has held in February in the past. So I want to point out somebody who actually got this right, but technically didn't do the same things that I had originally put down. And kind of like, fuck you for being able to pull this off, although I give you credit for it. Raw Watcher says, well, my answer is Elimination Chamber 2011, 2012, 2013, and 2014, because they all happened in February. God damn it, I didn't think about that. You pulled basically a Tony answer, which is amazing. So credit to Raw Watcher for being able to pull that out. The different things that I had written down, though, beforehand were Fastlane, Elimination Chamber, No Way Out, and In Your House. We had a couple different versions of those, and the In Your Houses, for instance, were St. Valentine's Day Massacre, No Way Out of Texas, which was the first No Way Out, In Your House 13, Final 4, and In Your House 6. So let's break down who said what here. Bobby Lesnar G86 says No Way Out, St. Valentine's Day Massacre, Elimination Chamber, Raise in a Cage. Don't even think that's a real thing.
No, Rage in a Cage. It was In Your House pay-per-view.
He also says, fuck Tony Mango, Drew White for lead host of Smark Out Moment. Put me on the show. You are the worst.
Wow.
Yeah, the lead host. Hey, Tony. I'm the host. We gotta restart this whole thing.
I don't trust somebody who puts Raise in a cage. So you lost all your credibility, Bobby Lesnar G. Christopher Marin says, In Your House, No Way Out, Elimination Chamber, Fastlane. He gets that correct as well. Dirkamania says, well, I know about Fastlane, Elimination Chamber, and No Way Out. I think In Your House was never the same month, so I hope it was in February, because that's my other guess. Yes, you got that correct as well. Declan Mackery gets these correct, although he doesn't get In Your House, he gets maybe One Night Stand. Peter Piccinini says No Way Out, Fastlane, Elimination Chamber, St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Where's Sean? He said he'd be here on Twitter for last week. Where were you, Sean?
He just went to take a piss.
He lives in the middle of that. Jesus Christ, Sean. David Brown says St. Valentine's Day Massacre, No Way Out, Fastlane, and In Your House. 13, I think. Got a little bit there correct, a little bit wrong. And Mark Swaby says all the correct answers, and he says you might be able to count Royal Rumble 2010. It aired in the U.S. on the 31st of January, but it was February 1st in many parts of the world. Another person getting a Tony answer for that. That's pretty cool. He says, also, if what they tell us about quantum physics is right, when everything that can happen will happen, so every pay-per-view must happen at every time. So they all happened in February, or none of them happened. I do kind of recall it's a bit hazy watching a pay-per-view in February, so I'm going to go with all of them. So Mark Swaby and Raw Watcher. Yeah, pulling out some smart-ass answers. Jeez. I like it. Now that Sean's back, Sean, where were you last week?
Or not.
All right. Jesus Christ, kid.
Sleeping.
So there you go. There's your answer.
I can only apologize. You know, if you guys do it at a reasonable time, like you are today, I can do it. But you know, at 3 o'clock,
we're doing it at a reasonable time,
o'clock,
and you just disappeared the one time you were asked of anything.
I need a pee, so you know, it's not my bad. Well, it is my bad.
Was there a whole time before we started the show?
There was, but
aren't we gonna finish this segment in 2 minutes?
I didn't drink 2 liters of water before the show started.
All right, let's go to this week's set of questions, and they're Shane McMahon related, because obviously Shane McMahon's back, so that's something interesting going on in the world of pro wrestling right now. Question to the panel: who did Shane McMahon face in his most recent match in WWE?
God.
DX. God. Wasn't DX.
Was it Shawn Michaels?
Nope.
Was it John Cena?
Nope.
Randy Orton.
Randy Orton.
Yep.
On the May 4th, 2009 edition of Monday Night Raw. It was a no contest. So it was kind of interesting that we were talking about possibly a no contest for WrestleMania. Randy Orton and Shane McMahon, no contest. Question to the audience now. Who was Shane McMahon's first opponent in a WWE match? Think you know the answer, or you want to take a guess, or any other information that you want to know, send a tweet at SmarkOutMoment with the hashtag AskHim, or leave a comment below on YouTube or on SmarkOutMoment.com, and next week we'll tell you the answer and anything else that we need to tell you, and we're going to continue on in part 2 with the hot tags of the week. So if you're on iTunes and Stitcher, sit back and relax, and we'll be back after that. And if you're on YouTube, just click on part 2, and we'll see you with the hot tags.